guys, so today's video is going to be my first Halloween makeup tutorial, so that's exciting. I don't know how many I'm going to be able to do this year, but I did have a lot of requests in one of my past Halloween videos saying that you guys wanted to see a Little Red Riding Hood tutorial. And I kind of made it a little bit creepy because I like doing different type of makeup. This is definitely something I've never done before, and I have contacts in and they're really scary. This one really hurts. It was bugging me the whole video, and it still is bugging me, but they're really cool. And if you want to get some contacts like this, I had a hard time finding them, and it's going to be a little bit late to order them online and stuff. I got mine at London Drugs, so you guys can check them out there. I think they were around like $24, so not terribly expensive, and they're really cool. They just look so cool. And so I just wanted to do a easy, creepy Little Red Riding Hood makeup tutorial for you guys. Like I said, it's super easy. I barely have anything on my eyes. It just looks like there's a lot, and I really like the way the lips turned out and everything. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. And my cape, I bought this at London Drugs as well, and it doesn't have a hood. It just has it's a vampire cape, so it only has the little collar, so I can't actually wear the hood. But there, a Little Red Riding Hood in the creepy dark that got bruised, beaten some foresty things. I don't know, but here's a tutorial. So before you jump right into foundation, you should probably use a primer, and as you can see, that's the step I forgot. So I'm using just the Maybelline Baby Skin to hide my pores and just make a smoother canvas for my foundation. And then as far as foundation goes, I'm super pale, so I used my regular foundation, but if you have darker skin, I would highly suggest maybe getting a paler foundation for Halloween, just because it looks better for this type of makeup tutorial, but by all means, it's totally up to you. And I was just blessed with very pale skin, so I don't need to do that. And I'm using a Sedona lace foundation brush, and these are fantastic. Next step is to conceal. You don't totally have to do this because we are going to be doing bruising and stuff, but I like to conceal my under eyes and any blemishes I have just to make it look perfect. And then go ahead and set that with a translucent powder or any powder you like. The next thing I'm doing is just filling in my eyebrows, and I'm just using a regular eyeshadow for this and a angled eyeliner brush. So go ahead and fill in your eyebrows. It just gives the look a little bit more definition and everything, because we aren't going to be doing eyeliner and stuff. Well, it's totally optional, but if you don't want to do eyeliner and stuff, it's a good idea to tame your brows and just make them look a little bit nicer. So I'm just combing them out and then applying a brow gel to keep them in place all night. Thing you want to do is prime your eyes for eyeshadow. I'm just using a neutral or skin colored base to do that. You can also use a white color to make the color of your eyeshadows pop a little bit more, but I thought that the natural color was enough. So then go ahead and take any highlight color you like. I used a matte and a shimmer mixed, and I'm using the Naked 2 palette for the beginning of this, so I just used the highlight color in that. And then the next color I'm going to be taking is the color Pistol, which is a gunmetal gray silver, and I'm just applying this all over my lids. You can buy it's totally up to you how you want to do your eyeshadow for this, but I wanted to keep it fairly simple and easy, so I'm just using that color on my entire eyelid and blending it a little bit into the crease and applying more and blending more, just kind of building it up a little bit. And then I'm going to be blending it as you see and kind of fixing it to adjust it how I like it. And then I'm going to be taking the darkest color, which I think is Blackout in the Naked 2 palette. I'm not completely sure, but it's black color. And I'm going to be outlining my crease. And I'm using just a really small brush for this, as you can see. It's kind of hard to explain, but I'm just outlining my crease to define it. And then I'm going to be taking my big blending brush and just blending that in. And this will give a definition to your crease, and I just really like the way it looks. And you can honestly even leave it without blending it in. I think it looks really neat, but I wanted to blend it in, so I did. And yeah, it's just easy if you use a big fluffy brush to do this, and then you take a little bit more black on a smaller blending brush, a little tapered one, and then go back into the same areas and blend that through. It gives you a really nice smoky eye, and that's basically all I did for the eyeshadows, because I wanted to keep it really simple on the top. And yeah, that's what I did. Once you have those blended to the way you would like them to be, go ahead and curl your eyelashes, and I just applied mascara. You can totally add winged eyeliner, smudged eyeliner, false lashes, do all of that fun stuff if you want to. I didn't for this tutorial just because the contacts were kind of making my eyes a little bit sensitive, so I didn't really want to put anything else on it, but by all means go for it if you are comfortable with it. And I'm not saying that the contacts suck, it's just that my eyes are very, very sensitive. And then from my Morphe Brushes matte palette, I'm taking this gray color, and I'm just taking my big fluffy brush and sweeping it under my eye to give me the like zombie eye, vampire dead look. And this was very gradual. I kind of spent my time with this and just kind of kept using that color, getting a lot on the brush, tapping it off, and then sweeping it under. This method worked really well, and it built up very nicely, and I really love the way it turned out. I was kind of a little bit skeptical of how it would look, but I really like it, and I highly suggest trying it out. And you can also use like a little bit of a darker brown color and just kind of keep doing it, but a light hand is really nice for this, and I think it turned out really good. And then moving on to the last step, which is the lips. Go ahead and outline your lips with any lip liner you like. I just used a clear one, but you can use red if you want to. And instead of going with a classic red lip for Little Red Riding Hood, I took the MAC Cyber lipstick, which is a very, very dark purple. And so I just applied that kind of mostly to the outside edges of my lips, because I'm going to be applying a red color in the middle, as you'll see in a second. But just go ahead and outline your lips and make sure this color is like very well defined on the outside of your lips so it doesn't bleed past. And then just take any red lipstick and apply it to the center of the lips to create an ombre effect. And I really like the way it turned out. This is the completed makeup tutorial. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and I will see you guys in my next video. Have a great day. Bye!